Hello! So welcome to day 4 of Sunshine Readathon, doing more reading sprints. This time we have another special guest, Mina Reads. Let's
Hi.
start. Hello. I'm so glad you were able to join. I'm just gonna pester you with some questions while people come into the live stream. So a question I've been asking everyone is what made you start BookTube? Like what was the thing that was like, this is what I want to do?
I mean, mostly I just don't have any other friends that read like as much as I do. So I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to about books. And when I stumbled across BookTube, it was like a whole new world opened up for me. And I was really obsessed with like the bigger booktubers like Emma Books and like Peruse Project and stuff like that. And I was like, I should just make my own channel so I could have my own people to talk to in the comments and stuff. So I finally made my channel in like 2018 and it's been great. I like it.
I love to hear that, like, when people are like, oh my God, no one in IRL, no one in my real life read books. So it's like, I need to find a community. I love that. I feel like everyone kind of has that feeling of like, who do I talk to about this stuff? Love that. Hello, welcome back for part 2. Yeah, more reading. We're getting all the reading done today. Oh, and then let us in the chat, but also Mina, what are you reading today? Like let us know in the chat also what you guys are reading too.
I'm reading Morningstar by Pierce Brown. This is the third book in the Red Rising trilogy, and it's stressing me out. So hopefully, hopefully we'll get some good reading progress in during the sprints.
Hopefully. I love how you're like, it's stressing me out. In a good way? Maybe?
In a good way, but like it's just giving me anxiety. Like I'm nervous for my favorite characters, you know? It's good anxiety.
Good anxiety. Okay, good. I legit like left my book over there. I'm gonna go grab it. Where'd it go? Got it.
Oh my God, you're reading Raid Bearer? Is it good?
Yes, I am. This is actually a reread for me. I really enjoyed it. I'm getting ready for the sequel.
What's the sequel called? Redemptor, I think.
Redemptor, yeah. It's I didn't even remember what that meant, but in this world, like there are kids who get sent to the underworld as like sacrifices to keep peace. But it just so happens that only one country is like sacrificing like 300 kids a year, whereas like 11 or 12 other countries are like not doing anything. So it's like really unfair and it's like heart-wrenching. So I'm like, I hope the sequel really talks about that mostly because I feel like the first book is all like a build to like appreciate and love the characters and the world and understand everything. Because I feel like, yeah, we don't really know everything going in. We're naive. We're like hoping for the best and wanting justice. But it's like, hey, this system's pretty effed up. Let's see. Ooh, what's your favorite humor books? Do you have any like humorous books, funny books that you like to read?
Probably anything by Talia Hibbert. I really like her, I don't know, how do you say it? Her sense of humor. I think that her books are really funny and like the dialogue between the characters is always a good time for me. So I would say she's my go-to for like a funny book.
That's good. Her writing was really funny. I'm trying to think if I actually have any books that I'm like made me laugh. I don't think I have a humorous book. That's a little sad. But I have like one book that like made me feel really like it was cheesy and like heartwarming and things like that was Geekerella. I don't know the author's name, but it's so like based in like comic books and fandoms and like a lot of the internet stuff. And it just like the humor was not like funny, but I just enjoyed it. And it's a retelling of Cinderella. So I just think it was really geeky. It was like a really good time, if that makes sense. It's not really funny, but I don't have a funny book. Probably should read more for humor in the future. Ooh, love Mina and her channel. Ready to do more sprints. Yes.
It definitely is.
Uh-oh, it's loading. Okay. For some reason, it's not letting me click on some of the comments. Okay. Going to continue Raybear. Me too. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm really hyped for the second half of the book is so good. Let's see. What's your favorite urban fantasies? Ooh. Do you have one that you can think of?
I do have one, but suddenly I can't remember what it's called. Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
It's by Rebecca Roanhorse. What is the book called? Something Lightning. Trail of Lightning. I think that's what it's
Oh,
called.
okay.
Yeah, that's an urban fantasy, like technically. And I really like that series a lot.
Mm. It's been on my like TBR forever. I've heard so many good things. I'm glad you like it because like I definitely like it's one of my like dream purchases where you're like it's been in your Amazon cart but you're like not gonna do it yet. You're like I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's on the list.
I definitely need to reread it because I want to read the second book. Because I own both, but I haven't got to the second one yet. I would definitely
Mhm.
recommend it though.
Yeah. I would recommend probably The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. It's a pretty thick series, but it's like I feel like what I look for in an urban fantasy, like the politics of like there's some gangs and like magic systems really cool and time travel and the angst between the like the love interests is like really believable. I really enjoy The Last Magician. I would recommend that as a really good urban fantasy. You should probably read more urban fantasy too. I love how the chat always makes me think about like, oh, I need to be reading more always. Let's see. Have We Met by Camila Baker. Oh, is that what you're going to be reading during the sprints? Yeah, in the chat, let us know what you guys are going to be reading. Have We Met? I don't think I have heard of that book. Let me take a picture. Boop. Let's see. Finish my library borrows. Yay! So I'm going to my TBR grid. That's awesome. See, Legendborn might be a good one for an urban fantasy. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say they really love Legendborn. Have you had a chance to read that, Mina?
No, I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Everyone says
Mm.
it's so good that it's honestly intimidating me to read it because I'm scared of like, what if I read it and I don't like it? I would hate to be that
Mm.
one person. So I keep putting it off, but I'm gonna get to it eventually.
I feel that. I am also like that. I'm like, everyone loves it, and I'm just a little scared. I'm a little, I know one of my like book reviewer friends who I follow on like Goodreads and stuff, she didn't really love it as much. So I'm like, I feel like we might hear a lot of people really hype it up, but we never hear the people who don't like it. So
Yeah.
I think you won't be the only one if you end up not liking it, but I'm still hopeful. I feel like I'm gonna like it, so I hope. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Oh, see, like Legend Board was fantastic. I'm ready for the sequel. Yes. Happy for you. Yeah. Okay, maybe let's start our first sprint in like the next minute or so. How long? I know for reading sprints, I normally do like 30 minutes. Last sprint we actually did was like 40 minutes. What are you feeling? What are you thinking?
I feel like 30 minutes is good.
30 minutes. Cool beans. Let's do it. Let's see. Oh, have you read The Hate You Give or Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas?
I
Have
have
you?
I have read The Hate You Give. I haven't read Concrete Rose.
Okay, yeah, I've read The Hate You Give, and I've read On the Come Up, and I'm about to start reading The Concrete Rose soon. I love her writing style and how she depicts characters. It's awesome. Let's see. Hello, Monet. Welcome back. Did you get your Starbucks? And yeah, I was able to join. Yay. Continuing Dream Fever, awesome. I like Legendborn, not loved. I will read the second book. Okay. But you liked it enough to read the second book. That's also good to know. Oh, hello, Chanel. Hey, we're just about to start our next sprint. Let's go for it. Our first 30-minute sprint. So reading to the 40-minute mark. Let's edit this. Boop, boop. Let's go. Let's do this. Happy reading, everybody. And that's the sprint. How'd everyone do? Let's see. I got 32 pages in. Woo! Let's see. Banner.
I think I read 30 pages. I think.
Is it still stressful? Is the
It's a little sad.
Oh no.
But it is very good. I'm still intrigued to see where everything is going because right now the characters are in a pretty bad situation, but it's really interesting. Having a good time. How was it?
How far are you into that? Sorry, I just wanted to know.
I think, well, I'm 250 pages in, so I'm about halfway through the book.
Okay.
How was your sprint?
Mine was good. I have the audiobook for this, so I feel like I'm able to like read a lot faster than normal. So yeah, I got like 30 pages in, and we just had a really heartwarming moment between the two characters. But like it ended with like her whole mission is to like kill the prince, and that's like the whole story is basically she's like half demon and she has to kill the prince because her mom commands her to. And it just we got to a part where I'm like, don't do it, don't do it. Sad life. But I love how invested I am in the characters. I truly love like Tadi Sai, the main character. She's such a cool like badass lady. Love that for her. See. Hello, reading Clockwork Angel. Yay, 17% in now. Awesome. I still need to read anything from Cassandra Clare. I have not. I should.
I think I read Clockwork Angel. That's the first book in the Infernal Devices trilogy, right? I think that's the first book. I read that one. It was pretty good, but like, I don't necessarily get the hype, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people who really liked that series, it was like during the time period of like when everything was really popular. I've heard a lot of her recent work is just getting like better and better as time goes on. So it makes sense that I feel like that series is like so long. It's like, I know there's like 6 books in the Immortal Instruments. There's like a trilogy for the Clockwork stuff in Infernal Devices.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 more. There's so much going on. That's so cool that she's able to craft such a large story from this world. But yeah, I bet it would only get better and better. Let's see. Oh, read a few pages of Black Sun. Nice.
Oh, that's exciting. I love Black Sun. I hope you're enjoying
it. I still need to read that one. Let's see. My kitty wanted a brushing for a part of that sprint. Cute. Your cat's like, you're paying too much attention to the book. I need to be pet. Reading such a fun age. Awesome. And I'm loving it. Such an adorable and relevant read. I love that for you. Let's see. Ooh, and then Honey Girl. Oh my God. Everyone has such great taste in the chat. I love this.
Have you read Honey Girl?
I've started reading it. I put it down because I just not in the mood for like, it's definitely like a coming of age story and not like a romancy book. So I was like, I'm going to wait till I'm ready. But I loved what I read of it so far.
Yeah. I really liked it.
You really liked it? Nice. It's not really a romance, right? It's what like
I mean, I would say that it's kind of a romance, but I would say the romance is more of a subplot. It's like a really important part of the story, but I wouldn't say it's like the main event of the story.
That's what I thought. I was looking for like a fluffy romance. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this down. Because that was not what I was getting. I was like, I will come back to this when I am ready. Let's see. Just finished The Ones We're Meant to Find. Oh, The Ones We Were Meant to Find. Awesome. What are you gonna pick up next? Finishing a book already? Dang. Okay, let's see. I've never heard of the series or of Cassandra until this year because of a book club I'm in. Oh, nice. Wasn't a fan of the first 3, but I'm enjoying this one. I've also heard that a lot of people who either like the Mortal Instruments will like have a preference of if they like Mortal Instruments better or the Infernal Devices, which is just so interesting to me. Let's see. Ooh, solid 4-star for the ones we're meant to be. Nice. 4-star reads are amazing. Oh my gosh. I've been so fortunate that every book I've picked up this week has been like a 4-star read. I haven't gotten any like really like bad books or like books that I can't push through. So I'm very happy about that. See, I came in when there were 3 minutes left, but I'm reading The River Has Teeth. Nice, nice. We're going to be doing more sprints, so you're good. You're good. Let's see, Reading Liberty. Oh, nice. I have that. I need to listen to it. Great historical fiction. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I definitely, like, I have the audiobook for it, and I'm so excited to listen to it. Just need to take the time to listen to it. What should I read next? The Chosen, or The Beautiful, or The Hostage? Okay, I know of The Chosen and The Beautiful and not The Hostage. Mina, do you know any of these? What do you think?
I think you should read The Chosen and the Beautiful. I want to know what you think of it. I was reading it. I didn't finish it. I want to go back to it eventually, but it's like a Great Gatsby retelling. And I was enjoying it, but I didn't finish. So I think you should try it.
Yeah. Also in the chat, let's see what the chat says too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I've heard of The Chosen and the Beautiful. It sounds good. Great Gatsby. Who doesn't love that? I feel like everyone loves The Great Gatsby, and those are one of the classics that I didn't actually like. I was like, I don't care about these rich people or this guy wanting to be rich.
I get that.
Let's see. Reading. Bleh. I can't speak. And honestly, I said that it's the first book that had my heart racing this way. Oh, that's like racing in a good way, because that looks like you look sick. The emojis you've chosen. I hope it's like feeling your heart racing in a good way, not in a sickly way. That'd be sad.
I really like Kennedy Ryan. I read a book by her last month, and it was really good. And I definitely want to read Real. So I think if this person means their heart's racing in a good way, I'm excited to read that book.
Yes. Hopefully. Kennedy Ryan. Is that like a romance? What book is? Yeah.
She's a romance writer. And I think Real is about like an actress and a director. They fall in love, I think.
We love that. Oh, definitely in a good way. Okay, good. Let's see. Hee. Heart racing in a good way. I see it. It's she's like, it's hot. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Oh, I wanted to ask you, Mina, was there any books that you really loved like recently? Any like recent reads that have like been stand out to you that you would recommend?
Not really. I feel like recently most of my reads have just been kind of like middle of the road. Like they're enjoyable, but not necessarily like I really, really strongly recommend them. But I guess like the Red Rising trilogy, I've been reading that recently and I really, really liked it. So I would definitely recommend it. If you like sci-fi or like dystopians and stuff, highly would recommend that. What else have I been reading recently? I don't know. Everything else has just been a bit meh. So definitely the Red Rising trilogy.
I'm sorry your books have been meh.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
I mean, it's not like the books aren't terrible that I'm reading, but they're just not like leaving an impact on me, you know? So
no, I get that. That's why I feel like I always give like books lots of like 3 stars, 4 stars, where it's like I have no personal complaints, but it's like it didn't leave a lasting mark. Yeah. I feel that. And I can't like I'm looking for books to be like 5-star, like I will think about this book, and I'm still waiting for that feeling. At some point it's gonna come. Let's see. What are you both reading? I missed that part. Sure. I'm reading Raybearer by Jordan Fugo. It's like I would say high fantasy, action-packed, very cool story. I never know how to do like a short synopsis of a book without like going into a tangent for like 3 minutes. What are you reading again?
I'm reading Morning Star by Pierce Brown. This is the 3rd book in the Red Rising trilogy, like I was talking about earlier. But yeah, this is sci-fi, very action-packed, very emotional, and I like it a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember that first book had me shook when he was first like when he was a red transitioning into the world. I was
Yeah,
like, this is
it
intense.
was so intense. I
Yeah.
love that part.
Yeah, it's so cool. And I love how like it like coerce like it's really cool when I feel like when someone's like a reluctant hero, like they don't really want this lifestyle and they're like
Mhm.
forced into it. Cause that
Yeah,
whole world is basically like hierarchy and you're born into like being a red or what are the other people called? I forget, like the people who
the,
actually have nice things.
yeah. The people at the top, they're called the golds.
Golds. Okay. Yeah. So it's so interesting. It's such a I feel like a normal like or kind of a tropey thing to have hierarchies being like red, gold, yada yada yada, but I like the stakes are so high.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Let's see. What did you rate Fires, Mina?
Oh yeah, I just finished reading Fires of Vengeance by Evan Winter
Mhm.
earlier today, and I rated it 4 stars. It was pretty good, Monet.
Oh yay. Waiting for that 5 star one day, hoping, dreaming.
Yes.
Okay, maybe if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. But maybe we can do our another sprint. How you feeling? Still up for like 30 minutes? What you feeling?
Yeah, 30 minutes is good.
Cool, cool. Let's do it, guys. Another 30-minute sprint. Getting all the reading done today. Let me math real fast. 21. Okay, happy reading. And that was the sprint. How'd everybody do?
Hi. This time I only read like 20 pages. I was a little distracted.
Yeah, me too. I was also like kind of on my phone a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Well, how was your sprint? How's the book going?
It's going really good. There's like this part of the world that's called like the bushland where like demons kind of hang out and like torture people and stuff, and they have to pass through it, and it's just wild because they're like trying to just not die right now, but they keep getting separated, and it's peak interest. I love it. I love this part. It's like my favorite part in the whole book. But I think I read 12. I read about 24 pages. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I read, exactly 20. And things are looking up. In the last sprint, things were very sad, but we're on the come up a little bit, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, you're at the halfway point, so I feel like it's gonna like trick you, like how things are looking up, and then immediately everything's gonna go back to crap.
Yeah, I'm very nervous, but we'll see. But it is really good. Like, this is a very action-packed series where like you could read 20 pages and so much stuff will happen just in those 20 pages. So I really like that. It's very like fast-paced and stuff, so I'm enjoying it a lot.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, it's a really fast-paced book. At least the first one I read, I was like drawn in. I was like, "Ooh, okay, I'll see you in a couple hours." Hi, Erin. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Hi, just joined. Hi, Isabella. Doing schoolwork. Yes. So proud of you doing that schoolwork. Let's see. 20 pages. Awesome. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? What do you do when you feel yourself starting to doze off while reading? Do you have any advice?
Usually I just go to sleep. If I'm feeling tired while I'm reading, I just nap. Why not?
Me too. I feel like when you get that urge to like, oh, I'm getting sleepy, it's like, okay, time to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I also feel like when a book, like if I'm getting tired from reading, if I actually go do something else, it wakes me up and then I come back to reading, and it might be that I was just sitting so still, like I was just like, I needed to move around a little bit, like go outside or something like that. That helps too. Let's see, LOL. Oh, only reading 20 pages? Yeah. Let's see, I read 11%. Awesome. Let's see, I see you're reading Morning Star. Yes.
It's very exciting. Erin has been bullying me for the past like 3 days into reading this book because I've been reading it for like a few weeks, and then I got to a part that kind of like upset me, and so I put the book down, and she was like, Amina, you need to finish this book this week. So she's very excited to see me reading it.
Yes. Erin's like, you need to surpass that moment and just like fly through it,
Yeah.
I feel like some books do that though, where you're like too pissed off and you're like, I need to put you down. I need to take a break.
Yeah.
Let's see, too hard to fight the sleep. I know. No, fighting the sleep can be hard. Just like go to sleep, take a nap, a little power nap. Let's see, 11 pages. Awesome. Let's see. What I did a few days ago was I started eating and drinking and doing something with my hands. Oh, that's smart. Yeah. Doing something like with movement or like getting up, getting a snack, eating. That's always good. Got 17% and been distracted. Me too. Let's see. Oh, damn, you've been sprinting all day. A little bit, yeah. I'm really excited for the Sunshine Reads that I'm really trying to read as much as possible. So far, I've read 2 books, and I'm like halfway through 2 other books. I really want to read just as much as humanly possible. So these sprints are helping me, or else I would probably be napping right now. Let's see. I read 10 pages of Lady Sunshine. Oh, yeah. Hi, Mary. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Hi, 1% just started 2 minutes ago. I'm glad you joined. Yes. Let's see. I have something due today, so I literally have been jumping from sprint to sprint doing the same work. Procrastination at its finest. I feel that with schoolwork, like I always waited to the last minute, and I regret that, but I understand. I feel like when it comes to schoolwork that you really don't want to do, it can be hard to motivate yourself to do anything. Let's see. That's a good idea. I always have to at least finish the chapter I'm on. I cannot read for the life of me these comments. I'm sorry. That's a good idea. I always have at least finish a chapter I'm on. Okay, cool. Yeah, finish the chapter you're on. Maybe take a nap. Maybe get some snacks. So yeah, I'm 63% in, and I cried during the sprint. Emotional parts. Dang. I mean,
what are you reading?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what are you reading? Also, like, happy tears, sad tears. I'm glad the book made you feel things. That's what counts. Let's see. Cleaning while listening to you guys. Awesome. Being super productive. I love that. I always clean on like Sundays, and I listen to an audiobook, and it always makes my week so much better just dedicating like a couple hours to like, okay, I gotta clean my floors and dust things, and it always makes Monday way better. So I love that for you. Cleaning. Oh, such a fun age. Frustration, tears. Oh, I understand. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see. How long are we doing sprints? I am not sure. Undetermined time. I never I don't know. I feel like I maybe should set a time limit to the sprints, but I always just go on and just see where people take me. I'm like, 1 more sprint, 2 more sprints. How are we feeling? So it depends. It depends. I might do 1 or 2 more sprints. How are you feeling, Nina? What do you think?
2 more sprints works for me.
Cool. Okay. 2 more sprints, says Mina, and we'll listen to her. She's guiding us today. My gosh, let's see. I need to close some of my windows. It's getting crazy. I have like all my things for like all the challenges and stuff just open, and I'm like, oh, gotta clear this out because I can't see. Let's see. Have y'all read any really good thrillers this year? I need something quick to break up my reading. Let me check my Goodreads.
I don't think I've read any thrillers this year. Wow.
I also don't think I've read that many thrillers. I read a lot of YA. That is my jam, my bread and butter. Let me check Goodreads and see if I read. Yeah, lots of manga and YA.
Yeah, sorry. I don't have any thriller recommendations. My Goodreads is just manga and romance, basically.
I love that we both have manga on our list. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I haven't read like a single thriller this year. I think Monet and Chanel were talking about Falling, which is a debut book. Mm-hmm. I forget who the author is, but it's about someone who's like flying a plane, and they have to decide whether or not to crash it or like let people, like, it's like, I don't know if it's like a terrorist threat kind of situation, but it's apparently like very thrilling and very good. So I forget, it's like Falling by something Newman.
I think it's TJ Newman.
Yes, that sounds right. TJ Newman. I would probably Chanel and Monet highly recommend that book, so maybe check that one out. That one's thriller-esque, but they both left shook. Like their reviews on, I know Monet left one on Instagram, but on Goodreads, I would check that out maybe. Let's see. Oh, you love my book. Thank you. I love my shelf too, because like the rainbow makes me very happy. I look at it every day. I'm like, books, colorful books. Let's see. No Exit was pretty intense. Oh, No Exit. Is that another thriller recommendation? Awesome. Let's see. And then for the thriller, I've heard that They Never Learn. Oh, is very good. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of that because I haven't heard of that one.
I think Lala, that was one of the book club picks for her Literally Dead book club. And I remember I remember hearing that it was good from the people who read it.
That's good. That's good. Let's see. Have you read The Prison Healer? I have not.
I
Have
don't
you?
even think I've heard of that.
No, I haven't heard of it either. I will. Who's the author? I'll add it to my Goodreads and look it up. So reading literally make me like expand my book recommendations and help me like get new ones. Like I love it so much. I was just reading the challenges for the readathon, and the Sunshine prompt can literally be any book on my TBR. Oh, good! Like literally all of them are recommendations from somebody else. That's kind of funny. Let me know in the chat if anyone from BookTube or from like Instagram or whatever, who do you get your book recommendations from mostly? I'm very curious. Mina, do you have like a couple of people who you're like, ooh, if they recommend me a book, I'm gonna read it?
Probably Riley. Her channel's called Riley Marie.
Mm-hmm.
I love her recommendations. She gets, or not gets, but she does a lot of like recommendations for romance books, but she also reads like a little bit of fantasy and stuff like that. I feel like our reading tastes are like very aligned. So anytime she recommends something, I usually grab it.
That's smart. That's smart. I watch her vlogs all the time. I love them. But yeah, I know she reads like lots of romance. And for you, like I watch both of your videos to like get my romance recommendations. I'm like, what romance should I dive into next? Let's see. Oh yeah, Chanel talked about that. Yeah, about falling. Thanks. You're welcome. This is a YA mystery thriller called, The Inheritance Game. I've also heard good things about that. Let's see. I know this is not a book related, but what do you guys do for your skin and hair? Oh, interesting question. Okay. Mina, do you want to spill the tea on your skin and hair?
My skincare routine is like literally one step. I use, what is it called? CeraVe salicylic acid cleanser. So I use that, and it's really good for my skin. It's like a chemical exfoliant cleanser or whatever, and it's a lot better for your skin than physical exfoliants. So I like it. It keeps my skin clear for the most part. And to like moisturize my skin, I mostly just use shea butter. So that's pretty much it.
You all natural. I love that.
And then like for my hair, I don't know. Mostly I just keep it in protective styles. So usually I keep my hair in braids or something like that. But that's pretty much it.
Bam. Bam. Simple queen over here thriving. For my skin, I have like a couple of things. Like most of my stuff I use is from Paula's Choice. My skin is very like acne prone. I get lots of acne scars. So I do a chemical exfoliator too, the Paula's Choice BHA 2% exfoliator. Amazing. It literally like makes you glow. Even if you have like acne scars and stuff, it still makes your skin really glowy and dewy. And I'm like, I live for it. Otherwise, I'm very basic with everything else. I get a basic cleanser and moisturizer and sunblock. And my hair routine is so complicated. I do like a wash day every Sunday, hair mask, shampoo, condition, leave-in, gel, oil. Like I do the whole 9 miles, and it lasts like 3 days, and then I get very upset. And then I wear my hair in a bun for a couple days, and then I do it all over again. Curly hair. What a fun time. Let's see. I heard that Prison Healer is really good. It sounds really interesting. I need to look this book up. I haven't heard of it. I wish I got a notification of what came earlier. Oh, no worries. I just came from Mina's reading vlog. It was really chill. Yes. I saw that in my news. Yeah. I saw that in my like feed, and I was like, save for later. Add to my watch later. Let's see. It's written by Lynette Nori. Okay, such a good book. Definitely check it out. Books with Chloe never lets me down. Yes, agreed. She's also one of those booktubers I always follow for book recommendations. Let's see, 7 Run. Oh, because she has so many recommendation videos. Yes, I definitely love her channel too. Let's see, we have How to Train Your Gavin, Jade, Mina, of course. I love that. and so many, many more people I watch. Awesome. I wonder, do you guys in the chat, do you guys like watch a lot of booktubers, or do you watch a lot of different content creators from different like genres? Well, I don't know what you would call it. Like non-booktubers, booktubers. I would love to hear, because I think I really only watch booktube and then some lifestyle people. Like when it comes to like decor and things like that, I think I watch like Mr. Kate, but I strictly like only be watching book blogs and reading blogs.
I watch a lot of like video essays and like movie and TV show commentary stuff. And then booktube, basically.
The commentary channels are really popping off. Do you have one that you watch like religiously, or one that you would recommend?
Who's the person I've been watching recently? His channel's called Friendly Space Ninja, and he's been talking about a lot of like recent TV shows. Like he had this really popular video about Riverdale. He's talked about Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars, like shows like that. And I just love all of his takes. So very interesting.
I love that. Friendly Space Ninja is his. That's such a fun name. First of all, I think the only person I watch that does commentary on like movies and like kind of sometimes shows is like Kenny JD. I think something.
Oh yeah. I like her channel.
Her channels, I love her commentary. She's just hilarious. She's like, it's like talking to a friend. But I need to get more into the commentary community because there's so much. And I know I was just talking to Jesse from Bow Ties and Books about how they're thinking about doing commentary on horror movies. And I was like, do it. I love that for you. Let's see. I'm entering senior year. Applying to colleges and scholarships isn't going to be fun at all. And I'm kind of stressed about it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But you know what? Do the work now, because you will not regret it. You'll regret not doing and putting in a lot of work. So I'm proud that you're doing it. You're taking that first step, but really dive in. I wish that I applied to more colleges, and I wish that I applied to more scholarships after the fact. So just cast that net wide. You won't regret it.
Yes, apply for as many scholarships as you can. Don't be like me. I like barely applied to any scholarships, and it was a terrible idea. Please don't be in debt like me. Apply for the scholarships. Write the essays. Just
write the essays. Get other people to pay for it. I also agree, because I'm also in debt, and I'm like, dang, I wish I took more time to like apply to way more scholarships. Let's see. Love listening to Book Unbound. Oh yeah, by Ariel's, and yep, I love Book Unbound. I think it's at Jalissa. I'm trying to remember. Or for Ariel's and Written Rex. Okay. Let's see. It can be stressful. Don't worry, you got this. It can get complicated with some parts, but you can do it. I hope you enjoy college as well. Definitely can be stressful, but fun. Agreed. But I got so much out of my college experience, even though like I regret not applying for scholarships. Like I went in knowing exactly what I wanted to study and I wanted to get better at it. And I think that's a really good mindset to go in. Knowing what you want out of it really helps. Because I feel like some people go to college and they're like, I don't know what major I'm in. I don't know what I want. I'm going to find out what I want. And I think that's okay. But it's helpful if you kind of have something that you're passionate about going in. Just like if you want to make better connections or just something to kind of guide you, because I feel like college, you can get really lost in the stress and worrying about grades and stuff. But college shouldn't be about grades unless you're going into like grad school. College should be about everything you can learn and network. So that way you are like your best foot forward outside of college in getting a job that pays for all the student loans.
Yeah.
Let's see. I watch a lot of lifestyle and movie show commentary. Oh, cool. But when I went through a phase in May where most of my subscription was BookTube. I love that phase. Yeah. I also love the movie and TV show commentary. Love that for you. Thanks. It's definitely a hard time because I have worked my butt off this year. Yep. Working your butt off, get into a good college. You literally won't regret it. That's like the best part is like you might regret like, I'd say balance your work and like relaxation time. Don't just be working yourself into the ground. Like have fun to have those moments where you kind of like show some self-love or have fun with friends, because you won't ever be in high school again. So it's your last time to kind of spend that time with everybody, but you're always going to have new experiences in the future. So you won't regret all the work that you put in. It'll be for something. And that's really cool. I prefer booktube. I love unboxing vlogs. And when they go book shopping is my fave. Awesome. And learning about books I've never heard about. Smiley face. Yeah. I love watching people book shop too, because it's like fills my need to buy books. It's like, oh, they're buying books for me. Good. For me, it's mainly booktube, but I will watch a lot of fashion stuff like Super Colleen Brothers. Okay. And when I watch Bailey Sirens, who does her makeup while talking about true crime. Oh, fancy. It's a whole lot of true crime, I think, on YouTube now, and I haven't gotten into it. My best friend loves that stuff, and it always creeps me out. I'm like, how are you, like, going to bed listening about, like, true crime? See, I watch and listen to a lot of music edits from shows or movies I enjoy, gaming videos and animated videos people created, always fun. Oh, that's super fun. See music edits from shows and movies. I watch a lot of vlogs and movie commentary. I feel like everyone here, I bet if you put like the names of the people you watch, I bet a lot of them would cross over. It sounds like you guys watch a lot of commentary videos. Awesome. Yeah. I'm also entering senior year of high school. I'm also nervous about applying to colleges. Oh, look at y'all. High school. Oh, the days, those days. That's so exciting, though. I feel like, I don't know if you felt this way when you were in your senior year of high school too, Mina, but like, I don't know, I was so focused on like the next year and like applying to things. I wish I kind of just sat back and enjoyed some of senior year, because I was also worried about like, I was like student body president. I was doing the most. And I feel like I wish that I spent some more time having fun. So I don't know. I also know senioritis was a thing for some people, but I didn't have that. I had the opposite of senioritis. I was like, I need to do everything.
I definitely feel like I was a person who had senioritis. Like I wasn't like super motivated. I applied to I applied to multiple colleges. I applied to some scholarships, not enough really. So like I had everything kind of all figured out. And then I got my college decision like pretty soon, or like my acceptances pretty soon, because I applied early. So I was like, I spent the rest of the year just chilling with my friends, doing school stuff. And when I was in high school, I was in a lot of like AP classes. And so after we finished the AP exam, we didn't like learn anything or do anything. So it was kind of just like a free for all for the last few months of high school. So it was cool.
That sounds real chill. Oh my gosh. I wish I did that. I feel like I took AP classes too, but like, I don't know if my AP teachers were just tripping, but I had like final projects on top of the tests and things like that.
Oh, wow.
It was not what it was. It was not a happy time. It was stressful. Let's see, get a good planner to use. That is great advice. I still use the same planners that I used in high school. I just buy like a new year version every year, and I still use it. It's really handy to build like good habits of like getting tasks done, because it makes life so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, 100% agree with applying to as many scholarships as possible, the small ones too, because many times people just look past them. Yep, since they don't seem like a lot, but they can add up. 100% agree. Let's see. It feels really lonely, but I'm glad I'm not alone. We got this, LOL. Yes, you do. You have this. Yeah, and you're definitely not alone. I feel like there's so many people going through that transition with you. It just maybe seems isolating because no one's talking about it, but definitely, like, everyone feels that same kind of fear. But I don't know. Also, just try and be excited, because your future is exciting. Like, you have a future, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be whatever you make it. So it's like a clean slate. You're welcome. If school also offers it, get financial aid. If you can. Also, what's been said, apply scholarships. Yep, financial aid isn't an option. Thanks, everyone. Yeah. I'm reading Cliff's Edges. Oh, by Meg Tilly. Awesome. I haven't heard of that. That sounds interesting though. I also watch live streams from booktubers and author tubers. I do that too. I love writing sprints. They've been really helpful lately. Trying to get some writing in.
Are you writing a book?
I'm actually writing a play right now.
Okay.
I wish I don't feel like I have the skill set to write a full book. Like I think I might write like a novella eventually. But I love playwriting because I had a playwriting teacher and she was so funny. She's kind of similar to me. We both had dyslexia, so she's like, I could not write a full novel. It would make no sense. But luckily with plays, it's just dialogue and people like you just create the setting so you can just spitfire. And if there's like grammatical problems, it's like, they're speaking that way. It's fine. It's like a way to skip over any of those rules that you have to follow normally when you write.
Mm-hmm.
I love book reviews, specifically especially more than longs. Oh, by Alexandra Rosalind. Yeah, her videos are so cute. I wish I had her editing skills. Her editing skills are so adorable. It's been a busy week and I've gotten no reading done. Oh no! I feel like you haven't been reading all this week. You gotta catch up, man. Sunshine Readathon. You're supposed to be my buddy. You're supposed to read a lot for me. Let's see. I watch and read with me, which is basically reading sprints. Okay. Lots of reading sprints. I feel so old. A lot of you are babies. Oh. Yeah, it's so interesting because I feel like my audience is split between like kids, like people in high school, and like adults who are all have their own jobs and are trying to figure out their life. There's like no in between. Like no one's like 18, 19. Everyone's like I'm 16 or I'm 32. Let's see. Oh, Morgan Long's video. I love her channel too. Her videos are very aesthetic. I was so ready to leave high school. Same. I was ready to like be an adult and like I was like, get me out of here. And I realized college is kind of the same as high school. People are still childish in college. See, I'm doing a lot my senior year too because I was like you. I wanted to do as much as I could during high school. I feel like I did as much as I wanted to, which is nice. I also took AP classes. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you did that for yourself. I actually enjoyed my AP classes, and classes themselves weren't hard. The test at the end of the year was a pain, but glad I got the experience through it. I didn't miss the test. Good. And I feel like it's funny because AP tests or like AP classes all about that one test that makes or breaks everything. And in college, I feel like every class is so different. Some classes, like you always check the syllabus. Some classes will make or break your grade by just attendance. If you're attending class, some classes are like you have one essay that's like 50% of your grade. There's some classes that break it into like 4 tests. It's just crazy because it's all so different.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I've known what I want to do since grade 10. Oh, cool. And then Corona hit, which helped lock down on my plan. Oh, but one of my friends has no idea, so I understand both factors. Yeah, it's a hard place in both ways. When you like have a plan, you want to do it. It just you have to be patient and it takes time. Or when you like not sure what you want to do. But if you're not sure what you want to do, I took a gap year, best decision ever to decide what I wanted to do. Like it really, really helped. Da-da-da-da. Maybe. Oh, we have hi Mina.
Hi.
Okay, maybe let's do our next sprint.
Okay.
How long we thinking? What's another 30 minutes? Do we want to try 40-minute? How we feeling?
Another 30 minutes is good.
Sweet. Okay. So to the 20-minute mark. Okay, y'all, happy reading. And that's the sprint. How'd everyone's reading go?
I think I read 25 pages.
25?
Yeah.
Still liking it? Not as sad? Is it sad yet again?
I'm still liking it. The main character made a very frustrating decision, but it's still really good. Having a good time.
I hate when characters make silly like decisions and things like that. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
My read was good. I read about 23 pages, and it's just I love this story so much. It's just so good, so good. Let's see. Hello. Looks on holiday. Yee. Great. I read a lot or got a lot done. Yay. That's good. Okay. Got to page 87. That's awesome. How long are we sprinting? I think we're going to do one more sprint in like a few minutes or so.
Yeah.
So not too much longer. We're probably going to wrap up after that sprint. So 30, 40 minutes. I'm bad at time, man. I can't do math. Okay, 20 pages. Awesome. Yeah, we love to see it. It says I'm still at 19%. This book is long, but good. Also been eating snacks and getting distracted. I mean, that is the life of a reader. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Listening to Taylor Swift and getting emotional with my books. This is such a mood. But I managed to read 18 pages. I mean, the fact that you're listening to Taylor Swift and like getting emotional over your books and reading, what a good day. Do you like Taylor Swift by any chance, Nina?
Not really. I mean, I don't dislike Taylor Swift. I just don't really listen to her music. So I only know about like her older songs, really.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That makes sense. The way you looked up and you're like, I was like, oh, dang, she don't like her.
I mean, I have nothing against her. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. No, same. I also am like, I'm not like a Swiftie, but like I will like put on her album and listen to it because I think she, like the songs are overall good, and I just like her like songwriting. But that's like, I'm not a diehard Swiftie at all. But I get that. I know some people are like really like diehard, and some people just aren't, and I like respect that. Let's see. You can read and listen to music at the same time? Question mark. I also think that way. I'm like, I could never listen to music and read unless it's like acoustic or just like no lyrics involved.
Yeah. For me personally, if I'm listening to a song, like I'm gonna get distracted. So it's not good for me. But it's funny because I do like to make playlists for books that like I really enjoyed. So sometimes I want to listen to those playlists while I'm reading or like rereading the book, but it just never works out. I always get distracted.
Even on the reread, you're like,
yeah,
getting into music. Oh, I love that. So when you make the playlist, do you just listen to it when you're like thinking of the book and being like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Mostly.
I love that. Just making playlists. Just joining, had Bible study class and got out of work late. Not sure what I'm going to read, but I'm going to maybe read a graphic novel or manga. That's exciting. Oh, I think someone asked earlier and I missed it. What mangas are we reading? I think. Where was it?
I remember seeing that one.
I think someone asked.
I have been reading Haikyuu, the volleyball manga. I recently finished it, so and what else am I reading? I'm reading a romance manga. It's called Sweat and Soap. It's a very weird title, but it's such a cute manga. They're so adorable. I love them.
Oh my god. I've seen you on Twitter talking about Sweat and Soap before, and I'm like, I need to check this out. I want to know what the hype's about. I want to see.
It's really, really cute. It's basically about these two people, and they work at the same company. It's like a soap company, and they're just really adorable. Like, it's just about them dating. But the main guy, he's a little weird. He's a little bit weird, and he's like kind of obsessed with the main character's scent. It's weird, but whatever. That doesn't matter. That's just like the weird setup for the book. But everything else is just like adorable romance. They're so cute. And I just read like volume 7 yesterday. They were just adorable. Like they were moving in together and stuff. I just love them so much.
Oh, that is so cute. I love mangas are so funny because they always rely on some sort of trope or something. Like the storyline has to be like kind of absurd for it to be like marketed. So it's like always really interesting to see what stories, like what each manga series is like kind of leaning on to like perpetuate the trope or the romance or whatever. So I was scared to like read Sweat and Soap just because it's just like the title and like the covers of them. I'm like, this looks like erotic. Why?
It's a little spicy. There's a few spicy scenes in it. There are, but it's not like too much. It's mostly romance.
Okay, cute. The only thing that I was worried about. But I definitely it's on my list. I'm totally gonna read it. But the mangas I've been reading, I've been really loving. I found a series recently called Prince Pharaoh, which is basically like high fantasy. A kingdom is like crumbling, the prince gets assassinated, so they kind of take this girl who looks similar to the prince and like insert her as the prince and like just don't tell anybody, so that way the kingdom still looks powerful. But like people are dying left and right. There's a little bit of romance in there. I like straight up cried after the first chapter. I was so invested, and then the author did something so mean. So I highly recommend it if you like fantasy and like with just a little bit of romance. Prince Pharaoh. So, and then there's only 4 volumes out though, so it was like a really quick read. I read through all 4 and I was like, I need more. Let's see, anybody else? Bum, bum, bum. I always lose like my spot in the comments. Teenage Mutant Ninja. Let's see. How is the readathon going for you guys so far? It's going good for me. I've finished challenges. I'm working on my buddy read right now. So I'm working towards my 3rd challenge, and I'm like, oh, it's day 4, and I'm still only 2 challenges in, so I'm like sad. But I know as soon as I finish Ray Bear and Blackout, I would have finished 4 challenges. So hopefully by tomorrow, I'll have more done. We'll see. I might flop at my own readathon, but hopefully not. Let's see. Ooh, yes. Haiku is so good. I love the anime. I need to read the manga now because I think I watched like the 3 seasons that are available on Netflix. Love it. I love how guys in anime are so intense. It's like funny, but at the same time, like so endearing. I'm like, cries fake tears. You guys are so cute.
You can watch season 4 on Crunchyroll because there's a 4th season already.
It is? Okay. I didn't know if like it's like aired just yet because I know I've been watching Fruits Baskets on Crunchyroll. I just haven't checked for any other. Like I'm bad. I always like watch one like anime at a time and like dive into like the 4 to like however many seasons and forget anything else exists. So it's a rabbit hole I don't go down often because I will get lost in it. But I will check out season 4 now that you mentioned it. I'm like, okay, I got to sacrifice a day to just binge the whole season. I forget. I don't know how to pronounce this manga, but I've watched it. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. But it's such a cute romance, and I love it so much. And then Kingdom Hearts, reading graphic novels. Julia takes a breath on the last part and getting back to Komi can communicate. Oh, I think I've heard of those.
I have that one. Like I borrowed it from my library. I need to read it.
I think I've heard good things about it, so I hope you're enjoying it. I love romance, like anime in general. I need to like go back and read all the mangas for them because they're like way more in depth and way more fun. I will lose like a whole month of reading because I'm like into manga and anime. I think that happened to me like last year. Reading manga series. There's like 27 books, and I watched the anime and the manga, and I was like very obsessed. Let's Let's see. Oh, yay! You finished another book. That's awesome, Adriana. That's amazing. On a reading roll. Oh, it's snack time. It is. I'm gonna get some coffee before this last sprint. I am the sleepiness has hit. It has hit, and I'm not gonna nap after this. I can't. I have things to do, but I'll eat snacks and walk around for a bit. Let's see. I finished my poetry book. Awesome. It was so trippy. I'm not even sure how to rate it. Oh no, trippy, like, I want to know what trippy means. And also, which poetry collection were you reading? I'd love to know. Let's see. I'm reading Blackout right now, and I'm loving it so far. Oh, yay! I made it to Act 4. How far are you into Blackout? I'd love to know. My favorite story is Tiffany D. Jackson's right now. I really love the it's about a couple that just broke up, and they're like figuring out if they still have feelings for each other, and they're both about to go to college, and it's just so freaking cute.
I can't wait to read that one. It's still on my TBR.
Mm-hmm. It's really, really cute. So far, there's only been one story that I wasn't like in love with, just because it was like overly cheesy, but everything else has been really good, I feel like. And I found Fangirl Manga, Wash Hands. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see. Hey, reading Blackout and love it. Oh, awesome. You're reading Blackout? Yeah, I love that. Trying to get everyone to read Blackout. Hype it up. Okay. How you feeling? You ready for this last sprint?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do 40 minutes? How you feeling? Or 30?
We can do 40. We can push through for the last.
Push through? Yeah. I love that. Oh, this is a good question. Any mental health advice? Do you have any? Do you think? Let me think.
Not really. I don't have it. I don't know if I have any advice. But I know that for me, I recently got on like antidepressants, and I mean that has been really helpful. So I feel like maybe if you've been struggling with your mental health for like a really long time, and you just feel like, you know, you just kind of can't get out of like your depressive funk, like it might be helpful to talk to your doctor and see if there's like any medication you could get on to see if it helps.
Mm-hmm. That's talking to professionals if you can. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad. And is that working, if you don't mind me asking, is that working good for you? Have you so far like enjoyed the process?
Yeah, it's definitely been very helpful for me.
Good. Because I know a lot of people complain about the process of like getting like being on and off pills, like trying to find out what works for them and having a lot of negative effects. But were you able to find ones that like worked on the first try?
Yeah, I was pretty lucky. My mom, she's actually on the same prescription, and like she encouraged me to ask my doctor about this particular medication. It's called Wellbutrin, if anybody wants to know. And so I just asked my doctor about it, and they prescribed it to me, and we did like a trial period or whatever, and it just worked out for me. You know, I didn't have any bad side effects or anything like that, so it was just an easy process for me. But I know that it can be really difficult finding like the right prescription for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm so glad you were able to find it and like that it works for you. That's amazing. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
And it's amazing because I think a lot of people don't realize like half the battle is like acknowledging that there is an issue and that you need to face it, because I think most people ignore it until it's like really, really bad. Yeah. So it's like I'm immensely proud and happy for you. Let me see. If I had any advice, I mean, I started seeing a therapist this year, and I think it's good to have someone to talk to. But I don't think therapy is like a lot of people like hype it up as this like really, really amazing, life-changing thing. And I think it can help you like pick apart any thoughts that you have that are kind of self-destructive, or like normalizing your thoughts, being like, oh, a lot of people feel this way, it's okay. But I think there's just a lot of self-reflection that needs to happen, and you need to be really, really honest with yourself. So I feel like journaling has really helped me, because for me, I'm a liar. I will straight have been crying for like 20 hours, come to my therapist and be like, I'm fine. I'm a bad liar. So I think you just have to figure out what works best for you. Mm-hmm. And it's a process of like figuring it out. I think therapy like kind of worked for me. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. But it's definitely a journey. But I think as long as you start it and continue to fight that fight and figuring out what works best for you. I know like a routine is best for me. Waking up, eating 3 meals, cooking really good meals. It makes me feel the best. And then sometimes when I like fall off and like stop eating or something, like it helps to talk to someone, even if it's not a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's what I'd say. Talk it out. Be really, really honest with yourself. I think that's the hard part. It's like there is an issue. What is it? How are you feeling about it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the poetry book is. I'm gonna take a picture of this because I want to see. It's horror poems. That's interesting. I've never heard of horror poems before. A lot of it went over my head. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I'm reading it with my book club. Oh, cool. And it's part of Act 2 right now. Ooh, let me know how you feel about Act 2. That's the one that I felt was the cheesiest of all of them, and I didn't really like it as much. I think Act 4 is my favorite, so I can't wait to hear what you think about Act 2. Let me know at the end of this live if you finish it. Okay, wasn't a big fan of Blackout. I think part of it was bad accents. Yeah, they threw in some Jamaican accents and stuff to like make it, I guess, the authentic cultural experience. And I'm like, we don't need to do that. Don't have someone just say boomba clap for no reason. Yeah, so the audiobook, and I wasn't feeling all the stories. Some stories were cute, but not memorable. Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't like it as much, but I agree. I think they're just cute stories. They're not like super, super memorable. I think they're just endearing, especially for young high school people who are like super all about love and stuff. And that's why I also like that one of the stories was about loving yourself, which I think is the most important story that is in YA nowadays. It's like not about loving someone else, but loving yourself. Because I think that's the thing. We always look at books and they're always are in a relationship or trying to be in a relationship. It's like, hey, maybe you should figure yourself out first. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, and the Southern accent on the audiobook was the worst. Oh, yeah. So I didn't listen. I'm reading it physically. So that also probably helped because I didn't hear the Southern accent. I was just reading it and I would be like, okay, well, I wonder why they're saying that. So maybe that's why I'm happy I didn't pick up the audiobook then. Let's see. I got one of my dogs joining for the last sprint. How cute. Okay, so let's do our last sprint then. We're gonna do our last. It's gonna be a 40-minute sprint. We're gonna get in. We're gonna read a lot. Hopefully, some of you guys can finish your books and whatnot. Let's see. 40 minutes. Okay, so 40, so 20 minutes. And I'm gonna step out really fast, but I will be right back. Happy reading. And that's the sprint. How's everybody's reading? How'd they do? It's also really fun to see. How much have you guys read during the sprints today? I'd love to see the total count. Let's see. I'm not. Okay. I just read 35. So I think I read like 70 pages. Wee.
Where did she go? What happened?
I'm so sorry. I think that was just a dip in my Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Okay.
Hopefully that won't happen again.
Yeah. I was so confused. I was like, what? But I read 30 pages this sprint. So I think I read about 90 pages.
Hey.
Yeah. About 90.
How much do you have left? How's it going?
It's going good so far. I'm on page 320, and actually, I might have read 100 pages over the course of the whole sprint. But there's like 520 pages in here, so I got like 200 more pages left.
Nice. Then you'll definitely finish it this week.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, sleepy time. Gotta go to work tomorrow. Cute. Oh, that was a while ago. Well, I hope they sleep well. Read 21%. Awesome. Sweet. I got to from page 787 to 115. Awesome. Happy with my progress. That's great. Mina's face. Were you still on like camera? Is that why?
Yeah. And I was like, wait, what happened?
I just left you hanging. It's like, nope, I'm done. Bye. Okay, I think a total of 72 pages for the sprint. Hey! Oh, that's amazing. Let's see. Hi, just joined. Are you planning on being live much longer? No, sadly, that was our last sprint. But I'm going to be back tomorrow. I think around 2 p.m. PST. I'm doing like reading sprints every day, so you can definitely join in then. But I'm glad you're able to join in this last one. Let's see, ooh, 92 pages. Woo woo. Read 78 pages. Oh, it's so fun to see everybody's page count. It's awesome. Just woke up, couldn't join the sprints. We'll play this later and read. Okay, hopefully you get a lot of reading done then. 29 pages. Cool. I read like 29 to 30 pages, somewhere around there. That's awesome. I'm so happy. Yeah, that was a really good sprint. Oh my god, I love Ray Bear so much. I can't wait for the sequel. It's so good.
Are you almost done?
I think I'm like, am I halfway? I'm getting towards like the last third, I feel like. I have 100 pages left. Yeah. I'm at 260 pages in and there's like 380.
Okay.
Yeah, it just gets really good. Like we just figure out like what's happening or like who's who and why people are doing what they're doing. And then it's like, okay, now what are we going to do about it so we can change the world for the better? It's just cute.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
Is the second book already out or no?
It comes out August 17th, but I reached out to someone and asked for an arc and I got approved, so I have an arc and I'm trying to actually read it before it's published.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed. I'm terrible at reading arcs. Like literally I had gotten so many arcs and still have not read most of them. So I'm using this readathon as an excuse to actually read them at some point.
Yeah, that's definitely me. My NetGalley score is terrible.
Same. At this point, I've stopped requesting things on NetGalley for like a solid like 4 months, and I'm like, I'm gonna just come back to this when I actually feel like reading these titles.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll request things when I like have read all of them. I think I have like 13 titles on there unread.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get read at some point.
I think I have like 17, maybe. 17?
Yeah. Yeah, NetGalley is hard to like stay on top of. I'm always so impressed of people who have like high scores and stuff. I'm like, you magical being, you. Let's see. Thanks for the sprints today, ladies. Hope you have a nice night. Yay! What time tomorrow's the sprint? It's 2 p.m. PST is the sprints for tomorrow. I'm also very glad you enjoyed today's sprints. It means a lot. I am heating up my dinner, and I will start. Ooh, nice. Prince Lisette. I have not heard of that. I'm so bad at pronouncing names and book titles. I swear I can't. But I love that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you finished so many books during this. Okie dokie. If you guys have any other like last minute questions or anything, let me know in the chat below before we like log off and say goodnight. Oh my gosh. Of course you're having 90% on NetGalley, the literal queen of ARCs. I'm always impressed. I'm so impressed.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. She's one of those people who I feel like reads like 4 books a week, and I'm just like in love. Superhero powers. Like I'm so happy for you. Let's see. I'm glad I joined the sprints because it made me read and get progress in my book. Yay. Also very glad. Have a good night. You encouraged me to read a bit more today. Thank you. Yeah. Awesome. Interview with a vampire lead character. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay, well, I think that's it for the live stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. It means a lot. Again, yeah, reading sprints tomorrow. Make sure to check out the giveaways. They're still open in my announcement video. And I'm also having a little special offer on my Patreon. If you want a sticker this month, sign up for my Sunshine tier on Patreon. Maybe check that out. Little self promo. Mina, do you have anything you want to say, promote, whatever?
Not really. Thank you guys for having me. It was really fun reading with you guys. And if you want to check out my channel, it's just Mina Reads. So yeah.
Yeah, and her channel is linked below, so make sure to go check her out. She's thebomb.com. Oh my god, I swear. You have really good recommendation videos. I look for like you and Riley when it comes to like romance and fantasy. I'm like all about it. Like Erin too, but I feel like your romance recs, I always enjoy them like purely. See. Awesome. Okay, well that's it for the stream. Thank you guys for joining. I will see you guys tomorrow. And thank you, Mina, for joining. It means the world.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.